Is it even possible for the Red Sox to sign Roki Sasaki? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Red Seat Radio. My name is Corbin, and over the weekend, Japanese phenom Roki Sasaki announced that he will be joining Major League Baseball this season, which automatically makes him the most sought-after starting pitcher on the market. The question is it even possible for the Red Sox to get him in a uniform? That's what we're breaking down in today's video and why this could be a really big uphill battle. But before we get into that, you guys may notice I look a bit ridiculous right now. That is because we are raising money for Movember. Every year we do this. It's an organization dedicated to helping men's mental and physical health around the world. We are absolutely smashing our goal this year. We're getting real close to our next giveaway. If you want to help us reach our goal of $1,500, click the link into the description or the comment section down below. Thank you all very much for taking a second and doing so. And thank you for clicking on this one. Let's get into it. Okay, so we've actually already made a video earlier this offseason talking about why Roki Sasaki is pretty much a perfect fit with what the Red Sox are trying to do, right? But just for a quick recap, for those of you who either missed that video or those of you who don't know much about Roki Sasaki, this dude is a 23-year-old phenom who throws over 100 miles an hour, who in his NPB career, which is over the last 4 or 5 seasons, I can't remember which one it is, has just a 2.02 ERA with a 0.883 whip. He struck out 11.4 batters per 9 inning, walked just 2 per 9, and has given up a total of just 16 home runs in 414 and 2/3 innings. He's thrown no hitters. He's won Cy Young awards over in Japan. I can't remember the name of that award over there. Basically, this dude is an absolute freak in the best way possible. If the Red Sox are genuinely serious about improving the front line of this pitching staff, Roki Sasaki needs to be the guy that they go after. Now, I know a lot of people immediately see that and they say, Henry, it's time to show the money, baby, right? If you're going to spend on anybody, this has to be the guy to spend on, but it's not as simple as that. Roki Sasaki does not technically meet the international free agent requirements, meaning he can't sign a deal like Yamamoto got last offseason. John Henry and company can't just sit there and say, hey, you want to come over here? Great, we'll give you $350 million. In fact, Roki's going to have to sign a deal like Shohei Ohtani did back with the Angels when he signed for just $2.3 million. The reason for this is because he doesn't reach the international free agent requirements, he technically becomes an international free agent prospect, meaning teams are capped in the amount of money that they are able to spend. Now, the Red Sox obviously should still be in on this guy, and they actually are. And over the weekend, after it was announced that Roki Sasaki will be joining Major League Baseball for the 2025 season, it was also revealed that the Red Sox have been scouting him pretty heavily, to the point where Craig Breslow himself, later in the 2024 season, actually went to Japan with some other MLB executives to watch Roki Sasaki personally. So the Red Sox are clearly in on him, and that sounds like a good thing, right? Well, not really, because it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle for the Red Sox to get Roki Sasaki in a uniform. The biggest reason for this is because everyone, their mother, and their mother's mother right now are expecting Roki Sasaki to go to the Dodgers, and there's a couple of reasons for this. One, take a look at the Dodgers right now. If Roki Sasaki wants to join a major league team, why wouldn't he join the team that has 2 of the best Japanese players in the current league on their team already, right? It would make the transition a whole lot easier. Not to mention, they just came off of a World Series win, so you're talking about the best team in Major League Baseball. You're talking about a team on the West Coast, meaning it is closer to home than it would be on the East Coast. And because he's capped in terms of earnings on salary, he's going to have to make a lot of money through sponsorships. Now, he's probably going to get sponsorships wherever he goes, right? Japanese companies, American companies, they're going to want to work with Roki, regardless of whether or not he's in Chicago, LA, New York, or Tampa Bay, right? They're going to want to work with him, but in LA with the Dodgers, you also got a couple other major superstars there who are making a whole lot of money in terms of brand deals, who obviously are going to help him make some more money as well. So he's got the most earning potential over there. He's got the most familiarity over there. He's got the highest chance of winning in LA. There's a lot of reasons why the Dodgers right now are clear favorites to sign Roki Sasaki, but it gets even worse than that. If Roki Sasaki is posted to Major League Baseball before December 1st, not just a 2025 international free agent, but a 2024 international free agent prospect, meaning the team with the most most money left in the international bonus pool right now would be the Los Angeles Dodgers. So it's kind of a perfect storm right now for Roki Sasaki to become the three-headed Japanese monster in LA. However, if he's posted after December 1st, things could change a little bit, because if he's posted after December 1st, which would make the most sense for the Mariners, his team in Japan, by the way, he could make a little bit more money, and it opens the field a little bit, because if he's posted after December 1st, he becomes a 2025 international free agent prospect, meaning teams can use their 2025 pool money to sign Roki. For the Red Sox, this could be actually pretty good news, because it bumps the Los Angeles Dodgers down a few pegs. In fact, the Dodgers, if he's posted after December 1st, would be able to spend a maximum of $5.146 million, whereas the Red Sox could hypothetically offer $6.261 million. There are other teams like the A's, Mariners, and Tigers who could offer $7.55 million, and other teams like the Diamondbacks, Guardians, and Orioles who could offer $6.908 million. In this world, where Roki Sasaki is posted after December 1st, the Red Sox actually have a fighting chance at this. It's all going to come down again to that sort of appeal that they can create in a Boston market. Call me crazy, call me naive, call me whatever you want, but if that scenario happens, where him being posted after December 1st kind of opens up the playing field a little bit. If he's looking for the most money, it's not going to be in LA, and the Red Sox have this opportunity to go out there and pitch it to him. I kind of like their chances a bit. I don't think it's a super big chance, but I do kind of like their chances a bit. They're going to have to pull out all the stops, but they do have some things going for them in terms of luring Roki Sasaki to the East Coast. The first thing is that they do have a successful history with Japanese players. In fact, 3 Japanese players have been a part of World Series teams for the Boston Red Sox. Daisuke Matsuzaka is probably the big name there, but Hideki Okajima is a part of the 2007 Red Sox. Koji Iwahara was a major part of the 2013 Red Sox, right? You have some players here that you could lean on a little bit to say, yeah, winning a World Series in Boston is unlike winning anything else. You have the opportunity to say, hey, we've had success with Japanese players in the past. Hey, you could be the next great Japanese player that brings a World Series championship to Boston. That's somewhat of an appeal, I have to imagine, to someone coming over from Japan. And even though we've talked about trading him basically this entire offseason and most of the regular season, to be honest with you, the Red Sox do currently have a Japanese star on their current roster, which again, you go back to why the Dodgers are becoming favorites pretty early on here to land Roki Sasaki. There's some familiarity on this team as well. Not to mention, the Red Sox have quite a few Japanese personnel on their staff as well. It would be an easier transition for him to come to Boston than it would be to come to a couple of other teams. So you do have some things going for you when it comes to appeal for this Japanese market. Now, it's not as great as the Dodgers, but it certainly could be a way to weasel your way in. And then after you can get in there, well, now you can start pitching them about the ideas you have for the actual pitching staff, because the Red Sox are in a unique position. They just overhauled their entire pitching personality. They've got an entirely new regime dedicated to pitching on this team, and you've got a pretty much GM, we'll say CBO, Chief Baseball Operator, whatever he is, in Craig Breslow, who not only is a former Major League pitcher himself, but has focused mainly on the pitching of this Red Sox team and is only going to continue to focus on the pitching of this Red Sox team. So now you have Japanese familiarity, you've got Japanese success, and you have a front office that's dedicated to improving the pitching on the Boston Red Sox and statistics to back up that they have been able to improve the pitching on the Boston Red Sox. So you have a whole lot of different factors here, and it gets a little bit better because, again, you talk about how the Red Sox can separate themselves from the pack. They're in another unique position because they can go to Roki Sasaki and say, hey, look, you can join the Los Angeles Dodgers, become this sort of three-headed monster, and be sort of the third wheel in terms of popularity to some of the other players on that team, maybe even fourth wheel behind a guy like Mookie Betts. We are in a position where we could potentially really compete in 2025 and beyond. Our young core is around your age, so you guys will be growing together, and instead of being part of a team that's really good, you could be the face of a team that's really good. You could be the frontline starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox, which, by the way, is as historic as a team like the Dodgers and matches up star power-wise historically to any team in Major League Baseball, right? You want to talk to some successful guys here? Well, we'll have you talk to Roger Clemens, Pedro Martinez, David Ortiz. We'll have Jim Rice come and talk to you. We'll have Dennis Eckersley come and talk to you, right? We have options in terms of real star power to go after Roki Sasaki. So you take a look at all of this and you start to think, yeah, there might be a chance the Red Sox could actually make a run at this guy. Now, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it for you guys. I still don't like the Red Sox odds. I think at the end of the day, the Dodgers are going to be pretty much impossible to beat out when it comes to the appeal for Roki Sasaki, but I also don't think it's absolutely impossible either. And if he is open to signing with other teams, the Red Sox need to hop on that and hop on that immediately, because Roki is sort of exactly what the Red Sox are looking for. He's young, he's inexpensive, he has the ceiling to be one of, if not the best pitchers in Major League Baseball. And on top of that, he's right in line with the rest of your team. The rest of your team is young. Your competitive window starts now and ends hopefully indefinitely, right? Roki Sasaki is right in line with that. He makes all the sense in the world for this Red Sox team. If the door is even slightly ajar for Roki Sasaki to go to the East Coast specifically and go anywhere but the Dodgers, the Red Sox need to break that bad boy down. They need to bust in like a SWAT team and try and get Roki Sasaki on this Red Sox team. They need to pull out every single stop they can. They need to have Daisuke knocking on this dude's door. They need to have Koji bringing over the 2013 ring and talking about what it meant to win a World Series in Boston. They need to have Bailey, Bresla, Willard. They need to have these guys sending care packages to Roki Sasaki's mom. I don't care how they do it. The Red Sox need to find a way to get this done. And again, if I was a betting man, my entire life savings would be on the Los Angeles Dodgers signing Roki Sasaki. I'm not getting my hopes up that Roki comes anywhere near a Red Sox uniform. I think the Red Sox should still go about their offseason plans as scheduled. And if Roki happens, great. If not, okay, you've got other lanes you need to go through. I'm just saying, I don't want to fully close this door just yet. It's close to close, but I don't think it's fully closed. And if it is even slightly ajar, I do think there is a world in which the Red Sox could wiggle their way in. Again, it's an extreme long shot. I don't want to get you guys excited, but I also don't want you guys to just completely write it off totally either. So I wanted to lay out this video in terms of what it would take the Red Sox to get him here and what the odds actually might be. If we're talking about putting a percentage on it, I would say there's like a 1% chance that Roki doesn't go to the Dodgers, but also like a 0.5% chance he comes to the East Coast, and then it's about signing with the Red Sox. So it's a real long shot, but it's not totally zero, and I think that door should remain open. But we've got a long ways until we find out the actual ending to the Roki Sasaki sweepstakes. So we got a lot of other stuff to talk about as well. However, until then, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this? What do you think about Roki Sasaki being posted? Do you think this means he's automatically going to the Dodgers? Do you think there's a lane in which he goes somewhere else? And if he does go somewhere else, what do you think it would take for him to come to the Boston Red Sox? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, if you made it to the end of this video, do me a favor. Make sure you guys have hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you're new here, we talk Red Sox content almost every single day. Also, make sure you guys have hit the like button on this video as well. It just simply helps these videos out a ton, and it's the best way to let me know you're enjoying the content. Don't forget, if you want to listen instead of watch these episodes, all you got to do is head over to your favorite podcasting app and look up Red Sea Radio. Don't forget, we're still doing Movember. Donation links are in the description and the comment section of each video. Thank you all very much for clicking on this one, and I will see you in the Red Seats.